Hey Audio Fam, CJ here from Prodigy Creations. Today we're going to be talking about Sylvia Massy. But before that, I just want to let you know this video officially marks my 100th video upload, which is amazing. Never thought I'd reach 100. And in honor of that, I just released a new t-shirt design, I'd Rather Be Mixing. It's available to purchase online if you're interested. If you like the shirt, you would be supporting Prodigy Creations and helping me out big time, and I'd appreciate that. I'll make sure to throw a link down in the video description if you're interested. But today's focus of the video is on Sylvia Massy. She is a recording and mixing engineer who has worked with artists such as Tool, Red Hot Chili Peppers, System of a Down, and Johnny Cash. She got her start in audio as a DJ for her college radio station and continued her career in commercial radio later. After realizing that commercial radio wasn't really about the art of music, she decided to make a career change. After taking a chance on herself and knocking on a few studio doors, she got her first job at Bear West Studios in San Francisco as an engineer for an 8-track studio. And as they say, the rest is history. Sylvia is known for her experimental approach to recording and has a lot of experience in creating music. So today we'll discuss 4 lessons that we can learn from the eccentric Sylvia Massy. Lesson number 1 from Sylvia Massy is stay committed to your craft. She says, while working at the university radio station at CSUC, I learned to use microphones and mixers. This knowledge translated into a great job at a commercial production house in Oakland after finishing college. I got to be creative with voices and sound effects for commercials, but I longed to be involved with music. So I took a big chance and started knocking on studio doors. Bear West Studios in San Francisco hired me to run an 8-track studio. The money was less than I made in radio, but I was much happier with the work I was doing. I began producing right away. There was no division between being an engineer and being a producer. But for the first 10 years, I just scraped by financially. It wasn't until moving to LA that I really started making money by doing music production. Big surprise, you can actually make some big bucks, you just have to be patient. I find this to be very encouraging, it's as they say, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. Success doesn't happen overnight, unfortunately. It's just something that you have to continue to fight for if you're really truly committed to your craft and you love it and have a passion for it. It's worth suffering for. And unfortunately, that is what it takes for success. So stay committed to your craft, and just like Sylvia Massy, you could have a good future. Lesson number 2 from Sylvia Massy is mistakes can be a good thing. She says, I want the artist to feel comfortable making mistakes. I think that some of the best music is full of mistakes, but you would never know it because you've come to know the song as having these special moments that in reality, in the studio, were not intentional at all. Yeah, mistakes can be a good thing, and some of the greatest inventions were created by accident. And if you need proof, Post-it notes, Velcro, and chocolate chip cookies, all 3 of them totally created by accident. You can Google it, it's true. So when recording or performing or even mixing, be open to the fact that things could go unexpectedly, but also be open to the fact that it could work to your advantage. A real life example of this is in the song Come As You Are by Nirvana. There is a mistake in there that was actually kept in there. If we see the wiki page, it says, Vig, which was the producer, Vig then asked Kurt Cobain to double track, which means he recorded a vocal track, and then at a separate time he recorded the same vocal track. Just a production trick that really makes your vocals sound big. So, Vig, the producer, asked Kurt Cobain to double track his vocals throughout the entire song. During the harmony overdub session, Cobain accidentally sang the phrase, "and I don't have a gun," too early, appearing the 4th time he sings the word memoria after the guitar solo. When this mistake was discovered, Cobain decided to keep it in the final recording. So I really want to edit this video to have that part of the song in there. I'm just a little bit worried about copyright issues, but I've got the next best thing for you. I have provided a link down below in the video description. Click on that video, it'll send you to the exact time code. And whenever you hear "and I don't have a gun," that was totally unintentional. Not meant to be in the recording whatsoever. But it happened, and it's just proof of what Sylvia says. You know, mistakes can be a good thing. Some music is full of mistakes, or at least has one mistake, but you would never know it because it's just a part of the song to you. So be open to making mistakes, but also be open to the fact that they can be good for you. Lesson number 3 is be experimental. She says, I think that a great producer will open up the mind of the talent to give them permission to do things they normally wouldn't do. And in order to do that, you have to make them as comfortable as possible or as uncomfortable as possible. So I'll manipulate a situation to get the best performance and get the best out of a musician. And this is just a short list of things that Sylvia Massy has done to record music. These are 100% legit. You can Google these too if you want. Just a brief list. She made Surge from System of a Down hang upside down to record a vocal track. She made Maynard James Keenan from Tool run 5 laps around the block before recording a vocal scream. She's recorded bass on a submarine. She has built a recording microphone out of an old home telephone, when they actually still had the cord, if you're old enough to remember that. She recorded acoustic guitar with a microphone made out of a 12-gauge shotgun shell. She recorded electric guitar through pickles. And lastly, this one's so badass, she recorded 2 pianos being shot by a shotgun and smashed by sledgehammers, where the audio was used on Tool's Undertow album. So, man, I think this is what makes Sylvia Massy so special, is beyond being a recording engineer, mixing engineer, she is 100% an artist in the way she records her music. She's not afraid to experiment, as you can see through this crazy list. Those are 100% legit things she's done. But yeah, it's, you know, there's really no limitations. Be creative, be experimental, and do whatever it takes to get the best possible recording. If you're interested in learning more about the weird and wacky things Sylvia has done to record music, she actually has a book out there called Recording Unhinged, where her and a few other of her producer and engineer friends talk about unique and weird recording techniques. I haven't read it myself yet. I've definitely been interested, but I hear good things about it. Just being honest, I haven't read it yet, but if you are interested, I'll also link down to that in the description. So the 4th and final piece of advice from Sylvia Massy is to know when to step away. She says one of the best qualities of a producer is to know when something's finished and to step away from it and say that's it. So in reality, nothing is perfect and nothing is ever truly finished, especially when it comes to recording or mixing music. But at some point you just have to set a deadline, or you'll just continue down the rabbit hole of producing and mixing a song to its death, and you'll never get it finished. If you don't get good at knowing when to finish, you'll really hinder yourself from growing. And trust me, I'm speaking to myself here as well. We all overwork ourselves when it comes to something we really care about and something we're really passionate about. But at the end of the day, if we truly do care about it, then we should prioritize getting it finished. I heard it said best like this: done is better than perfect. That's all I've got for you today, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Sylvia Massy, great engineer. She's got a lot of content out there on YouTube that you can learn from. Don't forget to pick up your own I'd Rather Be Mixing t-shirt if you're interested. I've got a link down there in the video description for you. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.